Settings for YouTube. Starting video transmission. Hello. Welcome, Runaway Warlords, to a fabulous edition of the Warlord Roundtable. I have the reins today. With me today, I have Wayne or DarkBriton. How you doing?
Doing good.
And Sagreen. Sagreen, how are you feeling this fine evening, morning?
I'm feeling great, and to show you how great I'm feeling, I just finished. I just caught up with the entire manga of Jujutsu Kaisen.
What? Wait, is it done?
No, but I'm caught up to the latest chapter.
Oh yeah, wait. I forgot. Oh, it's right there, right
What is
there.
having fun with this?
There you go. That is awesome. Wait a minute. How many chapters are there right now?
Right now there are 221, I think, 221 chapters, and
Jude.
it is on fire.
Yeah, wow. I'm excited to see where they go with the whole room thing. That's really interesting. Like, yeah, I don't even know how to describe it better. But anyway, so what I had planned today was I got some YouTubers and their thoughts on who is the marked man. Um, and I was going to see everyone, your guys' reactions to some of these ideas, because I don't know if I agree with any of these necessarily, but we'll see. Now, the first person up is Tekken,
So here we go.
and I have it starting at yeah, that intro, like 1 minute. What is that? Yeah, right where it goes like intro into candidates,
Yeah.
like 108. So
108 is where you want us at?
yeah, 108, and then yeah, and then I'll go like 3, 2, 1, and then we'll press play. Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and play.
Here we go. Potential
so here we go,
candidates
here we go.
for the man
Potential
marked by
candidates
flames, the
for
one
the
that
man
sails
marked
the
by-
pitch black ship amidst the waters of the new world, the one in the possession of the fourth road poneglyph, the one who can summon whirlpools, the answer, the key to all of this. Here we go. Scopper Gabon, Monkey D Dragon, Jaguar D Sol, Fisher Tiger, Eam Sama, a random Lunarian, Geen,
Potentially.
Robin's father, Professor Clover, another random O'Hara survivor,
Another
a
random
former slave
O'Hara.
from Marijwa, Shiki the Golden Lion, Roxy Zebek, Silver Axe,
Ooh.
Wang Ji, Toki, Prince Zuko, Yorkie,
Okay.
Saint Charlos,
Rank two was
Arlong,
taken out in the Rocky
Arouge,
Ford.
Captain Kuro, Verona, Kong, Otohime, Foxy, Tom, Davy Jones, Vanderdecken the
Now,
First,
Davy Jones is
Pandaman.
interesting.
I was kind of naming them sort of like the
Oh,
Smash
please let it be
Brothers
Panda
characters.
Man.
And Kirby,
Please let it be
Mario.
If Panda Man
Okay,
finally
anyway,
relevant now.
Yeah, there you
All right, pause.
What I paused at 218.
Perfect. And then I'm gonna unmute Sagreen. There we go.
Wait, was my audio leaking?
Yeah, it was like full volume, which is fine, which is cool, because
Oh,
it doesn't matter because we're all watching that anyway. But okay, all those, and then just to recap, okay, who are your guys' picks for who the masked man
you go.
is?
There's the list. Many
Scarred Man. Scarred.
Scarred
The man
man.
marked by, yeah.
The
man
the
scarred by
scarred
flame.
man.
So I'm probably naturally going to go with Dragon as my leading offender, quote unquote, just because he's been there since the beginning and it just makes sense as a story wise for him finally to come and play it in this way. So
Yes,
I'll go with Dragon.
but it doesn't it seem like it's a full-time job?
No, I wouldn't say that.
So, oh, okay.
well, I guess we all know who the person with the fire scar with the fire scar is obviously Prince Zuko.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Here we go.
So, what's the contention with the scarred versus burnt?
I mean, I think it's just kind of the wording. So if the scars are made by burns, instead of cuts. I think that's kind of the difference. So
Yeah, so it's a burn wound.
So, but everyone's saying burned. Is it the burnt man or the scar? But okay,
so the scars are made by burns, is what I'm assuming.
okay.
So not scars made by cuts.
I was thinking like a scar. Yeah, I guess you can have a scar, but like a scar feels like it's a scar. But like a burn mark feels like a burn. Yeah, I don't know, whatever. But
So Luffy's scar. Can
oh,
can you
that's
look
a
at it
scar.
and,
That's
and,
a
and immediately say that's a burn scar?
burn scar. That's a scar.
So that's the question. Can you look at it and immediately say this is a burn scar?
Oh,
Because
no, I can't probably say that. Just at first glance.
Not at first
from
glance.
an angle, because of the X, like the X shape, you might think it's a cut.
Fair. Very fair. Yeah, so
Yeah, I would think it was
I
a
see
cut
where
as
you're
well.
coming from. I definitely see where you're coming from. Yeah, it easily could be like Scopper Gabon or
Scopper
some
Gabon is the
random
fun
person.
one.
But at the same time, if we're going off of what Dragon's been alluded to over time, as well as just, I don't know, the general chicanery of like what his potential fruit can do.
So what are the characteristics that they said? They said it has a whirlpool.
I'll go ahead and
Like
pull
that?
up the chapter right now.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
I think we can
let's-
show that. I think we can show that little part right there.
Because it was the amazing conversation, mind you, between the Blackbeard pirates and Kuzan, an engagement that really strikes back to like old school One Piece and everyone just hanging out and just shooting the talk and just telling stories. So let's see here on page 11. He said it to be a man. It is said to be a man held with a burn scar. Who, me?
Yeah.
So the Grain's point, you have no idea what the scars can, how it can originate. It's page 11, Drew. And
Yeah,
then
I'm on it.
Lafitte
I got it.
is ho ho ho. They say he rides in an all black ship that swallows enemies in a gigantic vortex, as if they wander too close. Perhaps it's the devil fruit. And then he brings up the aspect of the government. We don't know if Dragon was a part of the government before he made his run with the revolutionaries. We just know that he showed up to O'Hara all upset. He did not have the scars then, mind you, when he was just talking to Vegapunk. He was upset that, oh no, never mind, because he was upset that Vegapunk went to the government. So that he could have previously been a government dog and then like left, and then that's why he was upset that Vegapunk went there. But
I think for a while,
Dragon.
I think for a while now in the community there have been a lot of speculation that Dragon was maybe once a Marine.
I could see it. If Garb wanted it this hard for Ace and Luffy, then I could very well see him doing that with Dragon. And Dragon just being like, I tried being a recruit. I saw how horrible it was. Just no.
I can't remember where I saw this or heard this exactly, but I think the other time I saw something along the lines of like that is maybe even the reason why he made the revolutionary, like since like he has seen the inner workings of the world government and the Marines, so he made the revolutionary to counter it, like to liberate the world from it.
Mm-hmm. And we have no idea when Sword came about, so it could have been a compromise that Garp was wanting to do when he was apart, but now it's just like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Thoughts, Samurai?
Well, but the coolest thing is the black ship. We love a black ship, and the crux of the dragon thing, right, is the whirlpool and the black ship, because in the manga, Oda draws dragon having a darkened, right, black ship, and it's like, oh, that's it, that's the one. I can't believe that it's Dragon for the reason that this sounds like something this dude has to do 24/7. You can't rest with that kind of a responsibility of traveling the sea with the road poneglyph at all times. That's what they're saying. They say a man holds it and he travels on the black ship. And this dude is constantly sailing around the new world and is sinking people. Even like dude's untouchable. Dude's untouchable.
However, it could be. Go ahead, Tigran.
Okay, so firstly, like the reason I brought up the whirlpool stuff was to rule out Scopper Gaban because as far as we know, he doesn't have devil fruit. He uses weapons.
Nothing.
We know nothing about Scopper, so I would even put it back on the table because we know nothing about him.
It could be that all the Roger pirates didn't have devil fruits, just like Shanks.
That would be nuts. Mm-hmm. Even though, yeah, that would be absolutely nuts. Because I didn't want to give credit to that, but then I'm like, Crocus doesn't have a devil fruit. Rayleigh doesn't have a devil fruit. Only and Buggy didn't want the devil fruit. So it's just like, did any of them have a devil fruit?
Dude, everyone's scared. They're like, bro, there's a devil in that thing. Then the new generation, Gen Z comes along with their devil fruit. They're like, we don't care. There's no.
What if it's just what if they don't want a devil fruit because Roger is just so reckless that they always capsize and no one wants to take the risk of being in a ship with him?
Hold on, we know that's not true because they had the Oro Jackson, and
we don't know if Oral Jackson ever tipped over because he was just
funny.
being a crazy dick.
Right. You know what else would be wild? And I forget. We'll watch this video next. In fact, we should get back on the video train. By the way.
What if?
Let him finish.
Wait, hold on. That the black ship is the Oro Jackson, just painted black, like. And that's interesting, and that goes with this. If that's the case, then that would be Scopper, Gaban, and whatever. He can make whirlpools somehow. I don't care about whirlpools. Anybody can make a whirlpool somehow. I don't know. Shoot.
We don't know where the Oral Jackson is, to your point. So, Graham, what were you going to say?
Yeah, so what if at the time, they all didn't have, maybe they all didn't have devil fruit, but what if at the time, like, devil fruit wasn't as feared as it is now? So maybe at the time, like, they were so insanely strong. The pirates of that time were so insanely strong that you can have a whole crew of non-devil fruit users, and they would be like just out of the charts.
Maybe, except that kind of you still also have to deal with Whitebeard having his devil fruit at that time. Mm-hmm. So to your point, I get it, but you also have like a literal devil fruit rocks crew versus this crew. So who knows? Like the way that they beat a whole devil fruit crew, similar to how Blackbeard is shaping his crew up, is seawater. I don't know. The island's gone, so who knows?
Oh my god, the island fruit. Gosh. There's so much to consider. Okay, but let's go to the next video, and then I'm gonna go into who I really, really want it to be.
So we're going into Artor's video.
So we're done with this.
Yeah. He just starts joking around about how in Tekken thinks it's Monkey D. Dragon all the way. And he goes into a very 31-minute video on why he thinks so and what dragons relate. Like he just assumes so and then goes off on that point. So
okay, I don't think it's Monkey D. Dragon.
Oh, man, he's too busy. He's too busy to do that. He's too busy.
Not that also. I think this person is like more mysterious than we think. Yeah, Dragon is mysterious, but we know Dragon. We know Dragon is the Revolutionary Army member. Like we know we don't know his strength, but we know obviously he has to be insanely strong.
Finally.
We're speculating that he has the wind over, but like.
Yeah.
I lost the green.
I lost the green too. Wait. Got it. Okay. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go on to our tours video, and we're gonna go at 1 minute. What is that? 34 at Firescar, and we're gonna watch all the way through Firescar. We're gonna pause, talk, and then we're gonna watch the rest of the video because it's all about what we're talking about right now, and it's
So
perfect.
134.
Yeah, right at Firescar, right where he has that marked.
All right. And then Tigraine, when you come back, just go ahead and let us give us a little sound effect just so we know. Maybe a little dun dun dun.
Yeah, you
Just
can
so we
cut
know.
out.
All right. So I'm ready. Drew, give us the countdown.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Oh wait, stop, pause. Actually, my thing's loading up. It's
Mine's already been loaded up, so I'm at like
wait, hold on,
130.
One more go. Okay. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Wait, in
No,
which
let's start again.
time?
Let's start again because mine's still not loaded up. Son of a gun.
Wait,
Tigraine, we're at 134.
But
134.
just,
Okay.
can you guys give me a minute? Mine's still spinning like crazy, so I'll just talk in the meantime.
That's fair.
So I gotta find this interview. In fact, while it's loading up, I'm gonna find the interview. There's an interview where Otis talks about like how he always has wanted a pirate with one eye patch, and how he's gonna unveil this new character really late into the series. Okay.
Well, I can capitalize on that
Yeah.
if you want to keep looking things up.
Yeah.
Because
do?
that plays into a theme that I've noticed that has been like absolutely mind blowing these last few arcs. Towards the like 3/4 in, Oda just drops someone, and the entire community loses their mind. Okay, it happened with Katakuri, and it happened with Yamato.
Yamato.
What are we talking
And
Did it
about?
happen in Dressrosa? I don't think so.
As far as Dressrosa, well, one, I would kind of say that's either the introduction in Dressrosa. Unfortunately, that's either Kanjuro, so take that with a grain of salt, whatever you will.
Oh, we already knew of Kanjuro.
We knew of Kanjuro, but he was introduced. We knew, just like we could say we knew of Big Mom's children, but then they're introduced. We knew of Kaido's son, but he was introduced, kind of thing. If you want to just go with like a random introduction that just came out of nowhere, that everyone was just like, all right, who's this person?
Mm-hmm. Wait. Well, this is.
Well, I wouldn't say Sabo,
If
but
you're,
you could say like Koala or Bartolomeo, actually.
wait, what are we talking? I thought we were talking about the iPads thing. And now I'm confused.
No.
Bartolomeo for what?
So I mentioned how there's always someone that Oda drops that everyone falls in love with.
Oh,
towards
right.
the end of the arc.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be no, it's Senior Pink. It's Senior Pink, actually. That's the one that everyone fell in love with in Dressrosa. That's the one everyone fell in love with the
That's
Dressrosa at
true.
that, like, boom.
I think
This
he
is
was
who
such
you
a
fall in love
bad
with.
character. It was great.
So to your point, Tigraine, there are individuals who were introduced like that 3/4 mark in Dressrosa. That
He
you can
gave
argue,
that
like,
idiot the
introduced just
biggest. Sorry. He gave him the biggest sob story of all time.
Yeah, and so I would say Senior Pink could probably be that for Dressrosa.
Okay.
I don't know, probably. Oh, Raizo was probably that for Zoe. Or I would say the reveal of Momo would actually be that for Zoe, to be honest.
I think I'll give it to Ryza since like the hype, because most of these characters that are talking about they were hyped before being introduced, even though like we did knew of them, but the hype behind them gave it more significance.
That's fair. And now, Samurai Drew, it looks like we're all set.
Well, but no, I don't know about that. But I was trying to talk about the eye patch thing.
Go ahead.
Here is the article. It's on the stream now. It's been on for a while, so you guys can definitely see it. But Oda talks about how he doesn't want to draw one yet because he has this guy planned in the future. I'm itching to draw this character, he says, and it's a guy with an eye patch. And okay, what I want to happen is, for every reason that people think it's dragon. I want it to be Zebek, and I want Zebek to be on a black Oro Jackson, an Oro Jackson that was stolen and painted black, and he is destined for after that battle of the gods or whatever, the God Valley. He is destined forever to be on that ship and guarding the opponent. And because if he doesn't do that, then because killing him wouldn't be enough, right? There has to be a consequence if he lets anybody touch that thing. Something happens, and he doesn't want that to happen. So he is at the mercy of the world government. Zebek is, and Blackbeard, whatever their relationship was in the past. I think that they knew each other when he was young, or maybe he was like some kind of mentor, maybe even. But it's all gearing up to this eye patch pirate going to like be this chaotic number 5, to battle against, and that's my guess is he is this person guarding it. Boom. So
You mentioned something interesting there.
Yeah.
You're saying Blackbeard and Zebek, maybe like a mentor stuff, them knowing each other.
yeah,
I'm going with
Uh,
Father Son.
just because they're so close, and it just seems so perfect for that to be the case. Like that's where he learned his dastardly ways. The worst pirate of all time. Just how Luffy.
yeah,
Yeah. Anyway.
Or like a Lord Voldemort, sorry, spoilers, becoming like one of his personalities kind of thing.
Oh,
I think,
you know how like Shanks like only met Luffy for like a couple months, and that was it, and then that let him off the path. Same with like I can imagine that for Zebek. Anyway, go ahead, Sigrun.
I think I'll agree more if you said like more of an inspiration. Maybe he heard of his story and it inspired him. But him knowing him, yeah, I'm going really low on that.
Which is fair. But Drew, how's the video on your end coming? I'm
Good,
interested
good.
to
Ready
see
to go.
what
Ready to go.
134.
No, it's not ready to go. What is going on here?
Try
It's
refreshing.
jinxed. It's
the page.
jinxed. Let me see.
Interesting. So we can also create, we're getting to the 30-minute mark here pretty soon, so we can also create a poll. Yeah.
Guess. Yeah, we gotta do it again. Like guesses for.
So after we do all our tours, let's go ahead and pull up a poll with the options. Top 4 or 5 options. How about that, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
And I can jump in
Oh,
and do that
I'm gonna
once we're
lower the damn
done.
quality to 360. See, does that help things at all? Oh, 240. Anyway, I love my Zebek black eye patch theory, but if it's not Zebek, I want whoever is on that black ship to have a eye patch. He's got to be the one. He's got to be a badass. That dude's got to be a badass on that ship, And whatever about the whirlpools. The whirlpools that can be. There's so many explanations that could be, and I really feel like I don't know. It could be dragon too, but why wouldn't they just say it's dragon? Why would they go through the whole like it's from the government?
I also don't mind it being Zebek. The only thing like the way I said like I said like him Blackbeard meeting him or Blackbeard knowing him that's what I'm a bit skeptical about. But like I don't mind it being Zebek since we don't know we know his body hasn't been found, right?
I have no clue. As far as the back, there's nothing that we can really say for certain.
Right here,
Except
I'll
that
pull up
his
his wiki,
silhouette's
see
really
if we
starting to
can.
remind me of dragons, which is starting to bother me.
Zebek. Wait, how do you spell that? What the heck? There's an X.
Xedec.
XEDEC.
Zebek.
Yeah. So as far as the speculation, and it looks like we have 6 people in the chat. Go ahead, or in the stream. Go ahead and let us know your thoughts, and I'll bring up the poll for everyone here pretty soon.
Thank you.
No spoilers.
Formerly, Oh, his dream was to become the king of the world. He is not terrified of celestial dragons and killing most of them and their slaves. So he was a sadistic pirate. It's interesting. Villains. He's a legendary villain that went against the legendary king of the pirates. Wait. Hold on. He didn't go up against the king of the pirates. Okay, he went against the king of the pirates and Garp. Okay, against both of them and then lost. That tells you that if it was just Gold Roger doing that versus him, he would have lost. Dude,
Potentially.
This dude is powerful, and I want him on that black Oro Jackson. And I am ready with the vid. Are you guys ready?
You are. Do you want to read the chat before we jump in?
Embrace! Yo! What is up? I just think the introduction of Sword into the story really means that almost anybody can be a Marine.
True.
That is fair. That is very
True.
fair.
That makes a lot of sense.
Embrace with the cool wisdom. But yeah, no, I like that. But I wonder who you guys have in mind for that kind of talk, for that kind of discussion. You know, Garp. Oh, I see. Garp and Roger in their prime.
Roger being. Oh, I don't.
Isn't that insane
No,
that they both went up against the
no. I can get behind a lot of stuff. Roger Seeker being a Marine.
Does that mean like Kobe and Luffy are gonna go up against Blackbeard?
They already are.
No, I know, but like at one time, like how Roger and Garp did it. Luffy and Kobe. Do you think they're gonna go up against Blackbeard like that?
Oh yeah, I think that's being set up very much to be that silhouette between those two. Very much so.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Got it.
I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the
poll.
Actually, no. Let's
Oh yeah,
let's
let's
go ahead
play
and
the
look at
video
let's watch
and
the
then work on the
video.
poll while the video's going on. Okay, ready, Sagreen?
Yep.
Okay, Law vs Blackbeard on Oda on Artur's. Ready, set, go.
Go back to the scene where Blackbeard and Kuzan first met, which took place about a year ago on a certain island in the New World. Kuzan ended up freezing San Juan Wolf, Vasco Shot, Doc Q, and a few others, which prompted Teach, Devon, and Augur to come check. The two, however, quickly got along, with Teach referring to Kuzan as Ice Candy, and Kuzan making a quick joke about Akainu getting heated. In this panel, we also see San Juan Wolf's power properly in action, as in the former panel he is colossal, while here he is closer to only 20 meters in height like a normal giant, having shrunk down himself to his normal giant size by deactivating his powers. It's here though when Devon brings back up again the identity of Hinokizu. Now, this has been translated in a lot of ways, but really the most accurate translation of this individual would be Farskar, particularly since in Japanese, Hinokizu is written in katakana, making it sound like a nickname more than an epithet or an ornate description, so Farskar as a single word is probably the most apt translation here. The only thing we know about this Farskar is that they are allegedly a man, and that he has some knowledge about the location of one of the road poneglyphs. As Blackbeard explains, the other two are in possession of Kaido and Big Mom, while the final one's location is unknown, though that's because it is hidden on Zou. Lafitte, however, finally gives us some better context on Farskar, claiming he's a man set to ride around the seas in a pitch-black ship, and that anyone who tries to approach it is sunk to the bottom of the sea in a giant whirlpool, with Lafitte speculating that it may be the work of a Devil Fruit ability user. There was some speculation before that Farskar could be Jaguar D. Sol, having been scarred by fire in his battle at Ohara, now hiding at Albaf with the final road poneglyph, but this chapter makes it seem evident that Farskar is someone moving across the seas on a ship. Now, there's a very real possibility that Farskar is a completely brand new character who Oda will introduce for the final saga, as I'm sure there's still a few new designs and concepts that he wants to introduce. But, at the same time, there's also one man who perfectly fits most of these requirements. Monkey D. Dragon.
Okay, pause.
This is
Pause. Yeah, we're gonna stop at the Monkey D. Dragon stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
real quick for the poll, I have I can only do 4 options.
Oh yes.
Okay, so I have Roxy Sabak, Kuzan, Dragon, and Saul. Do we want to take any of them off?
I know. I'm stalling, getting to the
This is-
poll, and looking at the poll. Oh yeah. Well, I want no. All those sound good. The other, I guess, is a little bit of an important one. Saul. It's
We can't
not
do
Saul.
5.
It's not Saul. Saul's not riding around on a black ship sinking fools. He's over there resting up. You know.
So take off Saul and do other then?
Yeah, I think others are really. Oh, sorry, Sagreen. I totally forgot to unmute. Sorry about that, buddy.
Wait, is my audio still leaking?
Yeah, it was only during the video, so I just muted you during the video, but I forgot to unpause.
But okay, we'll talk this later. But I'm confused because like I have music playing in my background from Spotify, but why is it leaking from YouTube?
No idea, but let's get back to this. Let's finish this off, okay? So who is Saul getting taken off, but who are we replacing Saul with?
I think other is more likely than Saul at this point, just because
Segrain?
dude, this dude is sinking fools. Yeah.
Segrain, thoughts?
On Saul?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just replace Saul with other?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So Green,
All right.
where's your money now after all this discussion on who this man is?
So we have Dragon, Zebek, and who's the third person? Huh?
All right. It's live.
Who's the third person? Let's see. Let me check.
And let's see here.
Dragon, Kuzan, Zebek. My money is on other. Yeah,
I love this stuff so much.
I am going for other. I think he's a totally new character. Just like I would have said he will.
Potentially.
How do you feel about the whole like government? I guess that my guess is that it's a government's man. It's a government man. I am obsessed with that line because that could reveal so much about who it is and what it is. Because you would definitely not say that about Dragon. And my guess that it's a government man. You wouldn't say that about Dragon, obviously.
Unless
so
he
I just
was
feel
a
like
government man at some point.
at some point.
We don't know what he did before meeting up. That moment in the destruction of O'Hara, he showed anger towards Vegapunk for joining, but it was never like, I left them for a reason, or how could you? It was more of just general anger. So we don't know when he was a young lad if he had joined the Marines
But
and
don't
quit.
we know that he made that one pseudo gang or rebel gang after or before Roger was king of the pirates, because it was in that flashback with Vegapunk. So that means that he would have, yeah, because then what you're saying is that the government gave Dragon the poneglyph.
Oh, I have no idea. I'm not even saying that. I'm just
Oh.
saying that there's a possibility he could be a government guy.
Well, I think
I
in
have
the
no
past,
idea.
but I don't think that's what this is in relation to, though. Like, my guess that it's a government man. You think that Shiryu is talking about Dragon when he says that?
No idea. Just throwing out all ideas because it's One Piece.
So there's really you talk about like it not being Dragon because like it's a full-time job, but here's the thing: even it's cool. It can't be Dragon because it is not necessarily. You can't call it a full side job. It's more of like a side gig or like just a stumble upon. So when a pirate ship stumbles upon them, when they come across them, they get eaten up by the vortex. Not necessarily him seeking out pirates and going like he's just roaming around the seas, and when they stumble upon a pirate ship or a pirate ship comes across them, they get sunk or they get eaten by the vortex. So you could say that even though I don't think it is Dragon, I'm still leaning on other, so someone totally different, someone new that we don't really know.
That's fair. Only reason last thing I'll say before we move on to the next video is that Dragon unfortunately doesn't have a home base anymore after it was destroyed, ironically, by the Blackbeard pirates. So he would, in theory, be always at sea. Just saying.
And plus, he would see that ship, and I think they would have more information. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. I hear you.
But then when was it destroyed? It was destroyed while I think while Luffy and the crew were in one, right? While the Straw Hats were in one.
Vigo was destroyed while they were at Dressrosa.
Okay, so while they were at Dressrosa, for how long has this pirate been roaming around the sea? Mm-hmm.
No idea. That's why we theorize. But we got about 25 minutes left.
Okay.
So
we're
do
on
we
to
want to
the
go?
Randy Troy video, and I want you guys to go to 8 minutes and 45 seconds.
We're specific here.
This is right when he talks about the good stuff.
Wait, Randy Troy. Okay.
That's the third video.
What's up?
8 minutes. 45
Whoa,
seconds.
the beginning of this video is hilarious.
Oh, I know. Should we watch it just for fun?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna watch the beginning just for fun. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna maximize it, and then 1, 2, 3, play.
What's up, y'all? You know what time it is? It's
a
about
hype
to be that
intro.
time. It's about to be that time.
Randy Troy's videos are so
Son, where'd you find this?
He's good at editing.
He's hilarious.
Rip, Shachi and Penguin.
Oh my god, we haven't even talked about Law's crew at all. Yay!
The one random
Wait,
I'm waiting now. We're still playing. We're still playing.
there's a lady in Lost Queen?
she's been around for a long
I've
time.
never seen her.
Yeah, there's some girls. There's some girls.
And we're back.
She's been around for a minute, bro.
Wow, I never knew there was a lady in Lost Queen. Well, that makes two of them.
Okay. Now we go to 8:45. Okay, 8:45, and is everyone good?
I got a commercial. 1 second.
Oh, you don't have YouTube Premium.
Yeah. Well,
Please, you don't have to laugh at me.
we don't have that.
I
Don't
have
have
like
that,
$10 in my bank account right now.
It's like, wow, we're paupers. Okay. Jeez. You guys are poor.
I just used to spend my last $10 on something so stupid. No, but okay. 8:45. Is your commercial done? It has
Yep.
Lay's sponsored you enough? No. Okay. So ready, set, go.
You wanna take this guy out? Let's get his fruit. Lafitte is a top tier. This is why I have him as Sanji's opponent. Okay, if he's able to talk like that in front of Kuzan, he has to be at a certain level.
Sanji's opponent?
I really like Lafitte.
I kind of like it.
I remember. Lafitte also drops the lore, which we might as well just accept as canon, that the Road Poneglyph is not on Elbaf, it is not on Sphinx, it is not under the sea. It is on a ship, a black ship that is driving around, and if you get anywhere near it, whirlpools. Okay, there are a lot of contenders to talk about here, and my top option, even though I will get into some alternates, is still Saul. It just, you're bringing Saul back into the story. You're having Shiryu say that they're
he's still going with Saul.
Saul was
wild.
a vice admiral in the Marines as well. You have Zunisha.
No way it could be shot. Let's watch Randy Troy video.
If Randy Troy says it, I'm with him. Actually, I believe anything this guy says.
Really, because
We're
of
not
this
on-
particular
disagree and see
move
if it-
also.
think
So if the
I have some
idea
picks,
is that
and I think they're gonna be a bit
the
spicy.
world is
Okay.
so hard
Oh,
to
good. No, it's not.
Let's go ahead and pause then.
Let's pause.
I mean,
Let's pause.
because,
Let's pause.
like he's like Saul. If Saul is his individual, and I was told to take it out You can't possibly be a giant thinking that enough.
Okay. Here's my thought. I think that a lot of people are gonna be disappointed.
Yeah.
That's just what I think, because people are saying it is so a lot, and I think they're gonna be disappointed.
I know. Well, what do you? The only, yeah, okay. In that case, let's hear him defend Saul a little bit, because I'm not vibing with Saul. No way. Get that fool out of here. I'm glad he's alive, but get him out of here. Okay. Are we good for a playback? I'm at 10:14. If you're around there, I'm sure we can.
I'm at 10:10.
Okay. Should we go to 10:10?
I'll go to 10:10.
10:10. I'm at 10:10. Okay.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go.
So hard to traverse that if we just stay on a ship and we're constantly moving, then the only way you're ever going to get to that poneglyph is if you have a Viva card of the person who's manning the ship. And if that is something that Saul
that's
took
fair,
on
actually.
himself
You would need that.
after reading everything at O'Hara, after talking to Vegapunk, and maybe Vegapunk is the person that actually does have that Viva card. Maybe because he also knew Vegapunk, he got some sort of a devil fruit or some sort of a technology that is attached to the ship as well that is also causing the whirlpools. Or maybe he's got some of, Vegapunk's technology, those little sharks and things like that are creating whirlpools and eddies and things like that, and that's what's protecting the ship. So Saul is still my top choice. But we talked about it at the beginning of the video. Wang Zhe is, I guess, a potential possibility. I would prefer that.
That's interesting, but no.
But for more on, what Wang Zhe is or anything like that, the Rocky Port video is on the channel, and I go into exactly what the history of the real life Wang Zhe was and how that can tie into things. Some people were mentioning Scopper, which I actually think is a pretty interesting idea. He's not government affiliated, but it would have this fun, just sort of bookend to everything, because we started our journey by meeting Crocus, who is the doctor. Then in the halfway point, we meet Rayleigh, who is the right hand. Then in order to actually get to Laugh Tale, we have to deal with the left hand of Roger. There's some poetry to that. And, if we have to have somebody new in the story, which my idea is, let's get somebody that's already been introduced to the story. Let's platform a character that's been gone. That's why I love the idea of it still being Saul. But Scopper is a fun idea. Like, out of all of the Scopper ideas that have ever scoppered, this is the most proper Scopper.
Pause. After proper Scopper.
So now we have Scopper.
Okay. Now Scopper. Oh, yeah. Here, let me unpause the green here. Okay. Now, hold on for a second. Now, what I like about the Scopper idea is how we had Crocus, holding off the Laboon end, then Rayleigh holding off the divide to the New World, and we were always kind of expecting that Scopper was this third, either was on the last island before, what was that, Load Town, he's on the island of Load Town. We were always thinking that he was going to pop up, but now we just don't know what. So now Scopper is looking pretty good too. Are you kind of convinced on Scopper now?
I'm open to the idea. I wouldn't say I'm convinced though. I'm at this point, I'm open to everything. I just wouldn't say I'm 100% swayed, unless it's okay, that's definitely one that is on the list now. Does that make sense?
He's a top 5 pick.
Oh yeah, I'd say he's still top 5. We'll probably have to create our top 5 list, but yeah.
So just like DarkBriton said, I'm also open to these ideas. It's just that none of them, I think, really convinces me that is the person.
Yeah.
That's fair.
We need more, but it's really fun to speculate. Oh,
Because at this point in One Piece, anything can really happen.
People in the chat were
Now,
That is very fair.
bringing up the part.
Now, the next thing I was gonna do. Oh yeah. Want to see Joy Girl's video?
We can do, let's jump to Joy Girls. Friend of the channel, Joy Girls video.
Let's jump to Joy
Is
Girl's
it in
video.
the-
It's so far down there.
okay.
I didn't find a good spot to
The
jump.
very
to.
last one. It's number 6, Tigraine.
Okay, sin.
So let's just watch our intro and until we find something to discuss. Okay. All right. Wait, hold on. We're gonna start 0-0 and
0-0.
0-0.
Look at her with the intro now.
I know. I haven't watched one of her videos in a while. I might really get into it. All right, ready? In 3, 2, 1, and play.
The man marked by flames was first mentioned in chapter 1056, but could this mysterious man be someone we've already known all along? Is he the father of the main protagonist, an old-timer from the golden age of pirates, a former adversary, or a
61K, go
completely
girl.
brand new figure yet to be introduced? Well, keep watching because in this video we're going to discuss all the possible candidates that could turn out to be the man marked by flames, and make a case for and against why each fits the bill of this mystery character. The recent chapter of One Piece gave us 2 key pieces of information about the man marked by flames. One is that he travels in a pitch black ship, and 2, he's able to create whirlpools to stop anyone who tries to get close to him, suggesting he may have a devil fruit ability. And the first thing that I want to delve into is that whirlpool conjuring ability that hints at a powerful devil fruit. At least that's the assumption, but seeing as it's not necessarily confirmed, could we speculate on what else could be creating those whirlpools? Say, could this be the work of perhaps the strongest fisherman in history? Someone able to control the tide itself? Or a very technologically advanced weapon created by a genius, making it a machine-made whirlpool? Or could it even be pure 100% coincidental luck? Regardless of what the source of the whirlpool is, I think I speak for everyone when I say that I can't wait to see what other abilities this man possesses. And before we get
pause. Okay. I want to talk about the whirlpool thing. Oh yeah, and then mute screen. Okay, I want to talk about the whirlpool thing. Like, so if let's say the Straw Hats come across this black ship, okay, and the guy does this whirlpool thing, we have Jinbei, right? Now, is Jinbei going to be able to, like, undo, like, just go the other way and, like, undo the whirlpool, you know? Like, I wonder if that is, like, a sign that the Straw Hats could overcome that challenge, you know?
That's fair. My mind automatically goes to when they're in the crazy waters of Egghead, and Jinbei helped them get around all of the craziness, and then jumped into the water because he can do that still as well. So I don't know. Like,
the dude's doing everything.
We saw fishermen create whirlpools when they were fighting the Big Mom pirates when they were trying to escape.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't doubt the fishermen at all. Actually,
if anyone could do it, it could be him. Because he's the most powerful fisherman besides Jack.
True. I think Jinbei's way more. Ooh, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude, Jinbei did not want that smoke from Jack. He did not even try.
I forgot they never fought.
Bro, it's some justice for Jack. But Jack didn't have Conqueror's Hockey, and it's hinted that Jinbei does. So
that is true.
Hard to say. Okay, should we keep on playing Joy Girl's video?
I'm fine with going forward for a few more. We have about 12 more minutes.
No. If we have 12 more minutes, I want to talk about what we've been watching. What have you been watching lately?
Oh, okay. So how about this? Let's wrap up our conversation, and then we'll jump into discussions on anime. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. So in regards to this, we have seen. So in order to conclude the thoughts, we're seeing individuals who are saying Saul. We're getting Dragon. Joy Girls, I don't know who did she confirm it was. I think it's looking like she's pointing to Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's pointing to Dragon.
Yeah, everyone is obsessed with Dragon right now. But it which is worrying me.
Randy says Saul. So whoa. Randy says Saul.
True.
So I mean, it does seem like the community, while there are like stronger opinions towards, there hasn't been some like big thing that everyone's just like, nope, this person's out. Nope, this person's out. Is that fair?
Right. Fair.
Yeah. Also, I think like since we just right now we're just listening to the opinion of 3 or 4 people, so we don't really know how much of the statistics it is in the community, like who is thinking who and who has the most this thing. The most guys in the most people in the community like saying this is the person or that's the person.
From what we just went through, it does seem like it's like Dragon, Saul, and then the Scopper thing is possibly, and I'm going to drive Drew crazy by saying this, but if someone has worn glasses this long, then when he takes their glasses off, you might see that he might not have an eye.
Right. He's just like wearing sunglasses. Oh man,
just saying,
I hate it. Okay,
is that a foreshadowing?
I hate it.
I'm just putting it out there. Because we have not seen him without glasses. Those glasses do not show eyeball.
Right.
Just like a lot of other people's glasses.
He's like that one lion turtle guy with like the small eyes.
Peckham.
Yeah, Peckham's eyes.
So there's that. Those are the options. Those are the opportunities.
It's only Scopper Gabon, no other choices.
Well, you have the stream up. What is the official the official Warlord community say?
Let's see here. What does it say? Oh, did it run away from me? No. No, for realsers? What the heck? Where'd it go?
I could pull it up too.
Whoa, Zebek!
Oh, there it is. Zebek at 43%.
With 7 votes. So we have Zebek, Dragon, Coolzon, D Cool Guy, and then other. Okay. So Roxy Zebek is the winner of the community one. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my anime list because that helps me keep track.
I gotta update mine.
But if Drew's, we can also pivot now into a lovely discussion about just what anime people are watching, and we'll go a little bit longer than the full hour. I think that's fair, but I can start off just by saying the Oshi no Ko. I have started it. Our friend Oshinoko. That's the one that our buddy Bullet had suggested to us, and that could be a potential anime of the year. I think that it's a great story. It looks amazing. It looks
really
gorgeous.
Good color. It looks really good.
It's just not my cup of tea, and I'm open enough to admit that.
Wow.
It's just not my story. I got through the full feature-length movie first episode. Gorgeous. I'm really glad it's going to push people to high dive to watch. It's just not my kind of story. That's the big one. That's literally like second on my anime list. It's taken over. Everyone's watching it.
Oh, really?
It's like a idol / dark side of the industry kind of thing.
Overworked.
I'd recommend it. I'd recommend people check it out.
It's been a while since I even used my anime list.
Have you watched anything new in a while, Sigreen?
Nothing new. Only read. I started Jujutsu Kaisen a couple of weeks ago, and now I'm caught up. I am planning on starting Chainsaw Man, and Dr. Stone is the manga is done, right?
Yeah,
the manga is complete, right? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
I'm planning on starting Dr. Stone also.
I would say start Dr. Stone because right now we're getting to, and we have a video out. Check out the Warlord watch list on it. We're covering Dr. Stone. Yeah, and in that season 3 is really getting to the adventure piece and how we build civilizations. So for anyone who's interested in a world builder beyond which you've never seen before, I would recommend Dr. Stone as a watch. Hell's Paradise is my every week as soon as it comes out, I'm watching it. Like it is a completely new entity, which
was it
for
again?
me is just like, mwah. Like no manga people are going to be like, oh, they didn't do this properly. None of that. So,
Wait, it doesn't have a
love
manga?
that. No, to my knowledge, it does not have a manga. It's a new, and
Hell's,
even more exciting,
yeah.
it's called Hell's Paradise. And even more exciting, it's MAPPA. And whenever you hear MAPPA, whenever you hear like that motorcycle when MAPPA starts, it's like, vroom, 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 you know you're in for some good.
Fire.
Jeez. Oh, there's swords. I'm in. What the heck?
MAPPA's gonna MAPPA. It's a nice straight
Marissa
13
Duran.
episodes, action packed. I highly recommend it.
Oh, I'm in. I am in. Okay. Yeah.
What are you watching, Drew?
Okay. This is what I've been wanting to tell you. Okay. Are you familiar with a little show called Cowboy Bebop?
Are you serious?
Well,
Okay.
from the same world, creator, and everything, it's the same universe, comes
Okay.
the beloved show on Netflix today called Carol and Tuesday, about two girls that couldn't have grown up more differently. One in a rich house of a senator, blonde, handed things down her entire life. And then you got Tuesday, who is a down and beat orphan gal, and she is poor, living in a garage. She just loves playing her little piano outside, and finally, Carol had enough. She ran away from home at 16 and heard Tuesday playing her guitar or playing her instrument, and the two start playing together. And the series is so beautiful. The music in it swells. It picks. It's so good. It has a definite good ending and story that has an impact on the greater world just through music. And anyway, big recommendation for Carol and Tuesday. Same universe.
It's a really good one.
Woolongs.
Woolongs?
There's Woolongs.
Interesting.
And they're on Mars.
It's good 24 episodes. I remember from 2019. It is a good one to drop into. I highly recommend that one. Probably won't do a Warlord watch list on it because it's not like an isekai and action one, but who knows? In that same vein, there's he created one called Hachin, and let's see here. I'll have to look it up for you another time. But in the same world, they have like a Hachin and something like that.
Oh, really?
Also, something. So going back to this season, it's not as crazy as Winter 2023. That's all I got to say. Winter 2023 had literally too much anime. We are finally starting to get back down a little bit. As far as things that I've seen and I'm also watching, I mentioned Dr. Stone. Mashal is a shonen that is hilarious. If you are looking for just some fun, I don't care shonen with no stakes, take Harry Potter and Black Clover and then just like and then you have Mashal. It is a Chad in a magicking world with no magic. But the only magic that he has,
How much have you read of that?
I only read the first arc, and then I was just like, they're going to make an anime out of this, so I'm just going to watch it when it comes out. It was one of those where I would much rather watch it in anime format than read it, as opposed to something like Demon Slayer when I got started on it, and I'm just like, I just want to see how this ends, and then I just like binged it.
Dude,
because it was done at that point.
So hype. Can I have one more, Reco?
Oh, no, we're still going. Yeah, keep going.
Unless you wanted to say more about Mashal.
No, that's all I had.
Okay, so I've been watching a weird one, but I haven't finished it because it's not very good. But Mix, the baseball anime, where the two stepbrothers are on the same team, and one was born 6 hours before the other one, but they're stepbrothers, so it's a little weird. But anyway, and so he says, "I'm older, so I get to be the pitcher." And the younger brother is always hounding him like, hey, you decide you want to be the pitcher. You've got to be good enough to not regret it. and so it's always pushing him to be a better pitcher. And his younger hour brother is like right on his tail, and he's an insane baseball player, but he's catching because his brother said he wanted to pitch, and he's like a genius. It's such a cool series, but it's a little boring because they do a lot of the whole high school who likes who thing.
Well, it's a sports anime, so I could see it also taking the time to like get the rivalries down and get Pro Tycoon and have them be depressed and second guess themselves. So I can definitely see that, and even in that context, there's a lot to be said about that. But I'm just glad that someone's watching a sports anime again. I'm not watching sports anime right now, so good for you. As far as also going back to this season, I love that My Trash Isekai is back. Smartphone in another world. That is just it was like at the vanguard of like the joke of isekai just having just crap ideas. It came out in 2015. It's just smart is it where is it? Let's see here. It is called In Another World with My Smartphone. It first came out in 2015. It is just complete isekai harem garbage, and I love it. I'm an isekai trash person. I'm also a harem trash person. So
this dude has a cell phone. He like impresses everybody because he knows a lot of things.
Yeah, he's super smart because he got reincarnated into a world with a cell phone. So if you are like me, it's infinitely charged.
That's what I needed to know. That's the first question I had. How's he charged?
It's infinitely charged. So he can literally like GPS where people are at. He does all of this stuff. So
can he search stuff on the internet?
Yeah.
But then who's on the internet?
He has access to his the place from back home. It's nuts. I'm also watching. So I am not the most religious person, but there is Kamikatsu, working for a god in a godless world. The guy gets isekai'd into a world without religion, and then is building one with a mini lolly god, and it's just like, okay, I didn't know I would be interested in this, but I'm still sitting here. And then last thing I'll say is Boiji, the best boy of 2020 and 2021, has officially returned for Ranking of Kings Season 2. If there's anything that you take from this, these suggestions and these updates for what's happening in the spring, it's Ranking of Kings Season 2. Boiji is back, and I couldn't be happier.
Dude,
I haven't watched anything yet.
I've only caught the first episode, and I am ready. That was a good episode. Good first episode. Nice little clean adventure. And we can see the good character progression here. We're training him to be a king and to lead people, you know. And we can see the progression is he's going to lead a small country, I think, at the end of Season 2. I don't know, though. I know there's
that would be really cool.
I know there's a manga. So, Green, I'm so sorry you haven't talked in a while. Have you seen Ranking of Kings?
I haven't. I haven't seen any anime for a while.
Sorry, I know
it's been a minute since I haven't watched any anime.
Taking your weed card, man. You're gonna take your weed card.
Snatch! Snatch! Oh, yeah, anyway. Okay. We love that. One last thing, and I think that's almost the last thing I really want to say. I also am up to the last 5 episodes of the original Full Metal Alchemist anime.
Brotherhood. Is it Brotherhood or the original? Oh, sorry, the original. It's not Brotherhood.
And let me tell you, the animation is terrible. The story, not bad. The animation, though, like they do a fight scene, and it's snapshots. Quick, they get done with the action like in a second. Do. It's like a fumble. It's like these characters are fumble fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm glad I knew.
I remember that.
They trip into the action, and then the action stops, and then they can talk again. And it was like, what just happened? Did they fight, or did they trip
it's
over
like
each other? You know?
Yeah.
And
good
but anyway, that you've seen that. Have you guys seen the original Full Metal Alchemist?
No, I haven't, but I'm glad I didn't.
It's not bad.
It
In
scarred
fact,
me a long time ago.
I prefer the beginning of that for the intro to the show.
The Full Metal Alchemist story, I like the story. Like I like the story. I still think it is one of the best stories out there in the anime world. Does it have a manga? I don't know. I think it's one of the best stories.
That's a really good
It's
question.
number one on my anime list, right?
My pleasure is
It was. It got superseded not too long ago. Kaguya-sama got it.
What? Kaguya?
Yeah, let's see if it is still...
Anime. Top anime. What? Dude, you're not kidding!
Oshinoko, number 1! Wow!
Dude, I'm watching that BS. And also the new Bleach season is number 3? What are people smoking? What?
Is a new
Bro,
Bleach
how
season
is
bad?
this oh, because there's so many there's not a lot of votes on this. That's why. The votes are really low in their new shows. And when people are going up and voting, they're voting 10 right now. Dude, not fair. Full Metal Alchemist
What are you talking about? The Brotherhood Bros always vote everything as 0. Don't even try that. Don't even try that.
Wait, dude, look,
Don't.
look. 385, 3.1 million. That is a big vote difference.
Yes, but at the same time, the Brotherhood votes are notorious for going and voting everything as 0. That's what happens.
I want to see proof on my desk. No, but
Okay. Here's the proof.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take a look at it and then see when it doubles and then it drops. Those are the Brotherhood bros.
So Oshino will drop below Full Metal.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
Oh, let's see. Steins Gate's been sticking in there pretty good.
And when it gets close, it gets knocked down. Just like Kaguya-sama was higher than it. Just like Fruit Baskets was higher than it.
The final is top 9 anime. Get out of here. This website's a bunch of How are you going to put Gintama the final? Number 9. Where's the your name? Where's your name? Your name's not even in here. This is ridiculous.
I think it doesn't. Oh no, it does count movies in that.
Your name is number 28, and Gintama the movie. Number 9.
The world we live in.
Bro, this website. Okay. You got anything else? You guys got anything else?
I'm good on my end. Any thoughts for Sigrane?
No final thoughts. Just that I'm gonna say it again. People are gonna be disappointed. A lot of people.
Who are you putting your $5 on? Is it a new character, or do you have another guess? Who are you putting your $5 on?
I put my $0 on a new guy.
New guy. Okay.
Yeah.
For those who don't know why he said it that way, this stream is notorious for like bets popping up. So everyone has to be very sincere in what they say on this channel because it might spiral very quickly.
All right, who you putting your imaginary $5 on?
I'm going with Dragon. I'm going with Dragon still.
Okay, you know what? I don't think it's likely. I think it's other. I think it's a new character, but I'm gonna put my $6 on Zebek because I just want it so bad. I want Zebek to steal the Oro Jackson and paint it black.
Okay, before we go, where is the $6 gonna go if you lose?
Well, it's imaginary, so it's gonna go to the imaginary YouTube gods.
There we go.
Okay.
And that's why we're specific about what we say.
Yeah, I don't feel like Venmoing you $5. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, thank you. Everyone good now? Everyone good? Everyone good?
Yep. Thanks, Embrace, for stopping by the stream. It really helped out. He did mention that he wanted a Jinbei and Nami mini team up, which would be interesting.
Yeah.
Especially because Nami's fighting baby Jinbei, right? Jinbei Jr. Sorry,
you know,
Jinbei
to
Jr.
make up
right
for
now.
the whole Arlong thing. It makes sense.
JJ.
Yep, and then he mentioned that he thinks it's going to be a zombie rocks. So
Yeah,
I think his vote was also for Zebek as well. So officially, Roxy Zebek at 42% won the poll. We should be back next week. This week was Golden Week. That's why we did not have a chapter. So it makes so much sense now. Golden Week was very, very late. Normally it's in like January. So that was very interesting. But we should be on our 3-chapter grind moving forward. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. What about you, lads?
Yep.
Wait, there's a chapter next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Here.
Before I thought it was 2 weeks.
Nope. Well, technically
Okay.
it is 2 weeks because it's 1 week and then the next week that's 2 weeks. So that's why it's at
Oh,
14
okay, so it's just 1 week break.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it says new chapter in 7 days.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. This week was Golden Week, so there was no Shonen Jump this week at all.
Sec.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
Thank you. Oh, wait. What do you say at the end? And thank you for watching, my beloved weebs. And remember that adulting is also being an anime fan.